Good morning, guys. It's Tuesday morning. We're headed to our first job. It's a kitchen faucet of some sort. They said that the last one was installed Mickey Mouse or something. They used spacers or something under there. I don't know what the guy was talking about. But anyway, we're going to head there and do that. And then we've got another job where there's a leak underneath the kitchen sink. So we're going to go look at that. We have a cooktop to do this week. I'm going to figure that one out in a little while. I don't know where I'm going to put him. Probably tomorrow or something. We'll see. With that being said, we're just going to get over to the first job and go from there. Alright guys, see you at the first job. Alright guys, we're here. This is the house. We're going to get our tools and see what's going on here, unlock the van and everything. Okay guys, this is what we're up against. Somebody did a hell of a job here. Can you put a little light in there for me, Vinny? Look at this, guys. Okay, the one angle stops on the left is on an adapter. We're just going to take the hose off the faucet, off the adapter. Then the other angle stop is in the wall with the hose going in the wall. You can see the adapter in the right hand lower corner. Anyway, we're going to just get it all disconnected and go from there, I guess. Alright guys, Vinny's getting it all cleared out. And we'll go from there. Alright guys, we're going to put American Standard in there. I like this one because of the bottom where you can... it's got the 3 screws to really cinch up tight on there. It's a great faucet, I think, for, you know, what the management companies want to pay for. You know what I mean? So, anyway, for the price, for 99 bucks, for 100 bucks, you can't go wrong with this faucet. They hold up pretty good, too. So... anyway, Vinny's under there taking care of that. Get the new one on and get out of here. He hasn't even attempted to loosen it yet, but look at it, guys. It's already all... he hasn't even touched it yet. He's just doing the angle stops right now. Alright, guys. He's getting it. We're just going to cut that, I guess, right there. You want a Sawzall? Is that what you want? Oh, you're going to use that? Go ahead. Let's see here, guys. Okay. There's that. Oh. Perfect. Good job. Just throw it in the trash can right here. There's a pedal there. Alright guys, we're gonna... there's the other part. It was easier to just do it that way. It was all kind of rusted up. Alright guys, he's got that nice and clean, spotless. Now we got our faucet here. Pretty simple. Basically, this O-ring goes right in this ridge right here. And then this sits on this plate. Underneath you have this washer and this black one going up like that. Along with this guy, this screws up as tight as possible, and then you use the 3 screws to really compress it tight. That's what I like about this faucet. Basically, he's just putting the screws in there loose, keeping them below grade. And then that O-ring will go right under this little groove in here. And this will go on the bottom with the washer, and then that underneath. And there you go, you'll have it. Okay guys, you can, when you're bringing that O-ring up here, you don't want to bring it out of shape, you know, make it out of shape.
But make sure the braids are in line.
Yeah.
Up.
Yeah. You could take it apart if you wanted to, but the less you take apart, the better you are. And that goes right to there. And if you take a little plumber's grease, guys, and put it on there, it'll hold it right into place for you, keep it into place. Then you can get a little of that on his finger and put it on there. This is the stickier one that I like to use. Just back it off into your hand. There you go.
Oh, you even put it on there?
Yeah, I'll put it on the O-ring all the way around. When?
Just before I did all this.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's why it was so easy to get it.
Oh, cool.
But I thought you meant in here.
Yeah, go ahead. No. Just a little bit. Perfect. That'll hold that O-ring in place.
There you go.
Yeah. And we'll get this thing on. There we go, guys. Alright, I'm going to give him a hand and hold that for him. Alright, guys, we got this nice and straight. He's working on it in the bottom. He brought that washer up, and then now he's tightening those 3 screws up. Should have it here pretty good. Alright, guys, and he's got it all hooked up. We're checking to see if we got the hold on the right side. The way the angle stops are down there is kind of hard. Alright, everything seems to be alright. Alright, guys, we're going to run the hot water a little bit. That way the hoses can... Hey, will you put everything in the right place for me, son? Thank you. Just looking right here, guys. He's got everything there. We're just going to run the hot water and get those hoses hot so they kind of find their home. And that's about it. We're going to pick up our tools and get out of here. We're going to check for leaks. So we always check both sides of the sink for leaks after we've been under there.
We got this.
Let me see what's going on here. Sorry, bud.
Oh, I do some packaging kit?
No. Everything looks good. No drips. We're out of here, guys. We're just going to clean our mess and get out of here. Hey guys, we're all done with that faucet, but now we have to go to, we were supposed to go to Star One to fix a leak. We were supposed to fix a leak underneath a sink at Star One, but they sent us an emergency work order. This lady's electrical's down and she uses it for her office and blah, 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 and they want us to go there right now. So we're going to go there first and then we'll go do that sink. Once in a while we get these work orders where they want it the same day, so we try to oblige them. Alright guys, let's head over to that electrical job. Okay guys, the beach is right there at that red light, and there's the property, that brown building right there. So let's just get our electrical bag and hope it's going to be a fast job. Gotta watch the street sweeping. Alright guys.
To bury of all the
Oh, you took the outlet out already?
yeah, I'll go grab it. That's why I took pictures to show him how it like burnt on the side and stuff.
Yeah, no worries. Okay. Vinny, take your tick meter and see if the breaker is off. Verify. And then we'll go from there. Everything seems to be off. She said the breaker's tripped. Okay. And so you got 2 coming in, 2 going out, right?
Yeah.
Are those 14 gauge?
Yeah.
Oh, that's probably, yeah, you can't be putting this on to that. That's only for, that's probably on a switch. Or something. Yeah, they're gonna have to find a new place to plug that in. This is
This is what was in there.
oh yeah, look at that.
So I was reading, they were saying how like if you you know, it's loose and you've used it and maybe,
Yeah.
I don't know, it's just so
Well, the other thing is this is 14 gauge wire,
Mhm.
meaning you're probably on a 15 amp breaker, which means you might need to find a different place to plug that in.
Okay.
Most of your outlets should be on 20 amp
Okay.
circuits, but because that's 14 gauge, I'm sure that's on a 15 amp. We'll see when we go out
Okay.
there. But with
But
that
that's
being
not what you
said,
had plugged in when it exploded. I mean,
no, I'm just saying
okay,
you
yeah.
might want to
Got
in the
it.
future because that could have broke it down slowly.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Yeah, because it's only 14 gauge. Usually your outlets are 12 gauge wires, which are thicker, and they're on a 20 amp breaker. But with that being said, you might want to just find another home for that. But for now, we'll go ahead and
Yeah.
let's see if we can get this wired up, Vinny.
All right. So
Let's go get an outlet and everything we need. Okay, once he gets this all wired up, we'll see if we can kick the breaker on. Hopefully everything will go on. And that'll be that. Alright guys, he's getting that all wired up here. As soon as he does, we'll go see if we kick that breaker on. Alright, it was on a 15 amp breaker right here, guys. So I went ahead and flipped it on. I didn't get video, but I flipped it on and everything is holding up there. We're going to go check all her outlets and be done with this. Alright guys, everything's done here. Everything's sound. Vinny checked all the other outlets. Everything is good. He's going to go check where the computer is, where she works, and make sure it's all good there. Hey guys, we're all done with this electrical job. With that being said, we were able to turn on the breaker and everything went back on. So that we're all good. Now we can get back to our regular schedule. We're going to head to Star One and take care of that leak underneath the sink. And then if we have time, we'll probably go to a fourth one. We got a bunch of work orders coming in late last night. Alright guys, we'll see you at the next job, which is a leak underneath the sink. You guys, we're here at Star One. We got to go to Unit 7. There's some sort of a leak underneath the kitchen sink, so we're parked in the back over here. Anyway, so we did the kitchen faucet this morning, then we did that electrical, and now we'll do this. Tomorrow we got a job that's a vacancy with a bunch of little things to do there. I think we took you for the estimate last week. Alright guys, let's go see what's going on with this sink. Alright, Ben's checking things out under there.
Yeah, the one that they added this.
Huh?
This stuff. It's leaking right here on the white hose.
Oh, the reverse osmosis?
Yeah.
Oh.
Look, you can see it.
Let me see.
Go up.
Oh yeah, look at that. Alrighty. Let's see what we can do for that.
Okay.
Okay, I think what we're going to do here, guys, is it's leaking right at that thing there. So we're going to go ahead and take that off, that hose off, make sure it has a ferrule on the hose part of it, and then reset it, see if that does it. Okay guys, it does have a ferrule on it, and it does have that little metal piece in there that keeps it firm. This might be a little bit too far back. Maybe it needs to be a little bit more closer so it can snug up. Go ahead and just try to reset it, Vinny.
It looks crooked though.
Yeah. See if you can draw it up. Reset it, see if you can draw it up. If not, we'll have to cut it off. And we'll have to put a new one on. I have some somewhere. I just have to find them. But let's just try to reset it. Alright guys, Vinny tried to reset it and it's not working, so we're going to go and get another ferrule and cut the hose back a little bit, put a new ferrule on it and see if that does the trick. I don't play with ice maker lines that much, but look guys, I've got one of these that has the built-in ferrule already in there. So I was trying to find a nut and a ferrule, but this is the part that goes in the hose to firm it up. That way, when you tighten this up and that ferrule goes around that plastic hose, it doesn't crush it. This is like a stent. It keeps this ferrule from crushing the hose. Especially if you don't need one of those if it's solid copper, but if you're playing with a plastic hose, then you need one of those to keep from crushing the hose. Okay, let's go try it. Okay guys, he's going to take that off. He's going to cut the hose back a little bit. And then put the new nut with ferrule. When you do this, guys, you got to make sure that plastic hose is pushed all the way into the female end of the adapter. That way, as you tighten it up, you have plenty of hose inside that part. You're going to take that, cut that hose back a little bit. Do you have enough hose to cut a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay. See, when you put it back on, then you gotta make sure that hose is flushed out into that adapter.
Yeah.
All the way as you tighten it. Yeah, so what I think happened, guys, is I think this was crushed too far back, and that nut isn't able to suck this into the housing. So I think that ferrule should have been about right here. But anyway, what I like about the one we use is the ferrule's built in right here, so it kind of just knows where to go. So go ahead and cut that nice and straight as possible. Cut it right behind the.
Is he gonna shoot water? Yeah.
No, it ain't gonna shoot no water. Just cut it, man. Good job. Now take your nut off of there. Okay, now put your new nut. And now go ahead and try putting that in the stent. What you can do is just take your knife and just turn it inside the hole a little bit and ream it just a little bit. There you go.
You straight enough?
Yeah, that's straight enough. Now get that piece. Get that in there. You just push it against the wood. I wouldn't do that because you don't want to mess up the lip.
I need something more solid.
Push up on it like that. That's good. Now bring the nut up.
Bring the nut up?
Yeah. Might need to put some plumber's grease on it. Yeah.
Think you'll reach?
No. It's got a long ways to go. You gotta get it up over that thing. Okay, you might have to take it back and cut it. Okay guys, what he's trying to do is bring that ferrule up enough so when he puts that into that socket over there, that this part right there touches that part. That way you get a water seal on there. So he's moving it up slowly but surely.
Look at that. So,
What?
you know, the clear thing is going, it's getting bit into it.
Yeah, I just keep moving it forward. There you go.
Much.
No, let me see.
All the way.
I think it's on there. Let me see it.
I'll slide it back.
Just a little bit. It doesn't need to go much. Just a hair. But I think that would even work. It's crimped on there pretty good.
I don't even know if it's going back.
I think it's really good right there. Try putting it on. Put the nut it up. Okay, guys, we're gonna let him nut that up. Can you get that to go back a little more?
That's what I want to do.
Okay, go ahead. Try to make it go back a little more. Okay, he was able to get that ferrule back a little bit. And now he's tightening it up, and let's see what happens. All the way on.
All the way on. No more drip.
No more drip.
Well, I'm going to get a paper towel and just clean it.
Okay, well, make sure that you cinch it up one more time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let me just run some water through it. No more drip.
No.
Okay, empty that bucket out and then let her have that bucket under there for a while.
Okay.
We'll leave the bucket and empty it and then put it back under. That way she can watch it for 24 hours. All right, good job, Vinny. You repaired it. Dump that and then put it back. Make sure you cinch that up one more time. Just, make sure that that nut is nice and tight. Is that?
It's tight.
It is?
Yeah.
Okay, good to go.
Because when I turned it on, I didn't want to see it.
All right, guys. So it's all done. Everything is nice and tight. No leaks. Call it done. Alright guys, if you want us to clean that up, it is in pretty bad shape. Alright guys, we're going to take that down and clean that thing in the kitchen, I guess. Yeah. Guys, then he cleaned it spotless with a brush over at the kitchen sink. And he's going to put it in there and wipe the paint off around it. Alright guys, everything's good. Nice and straight and clean. Alright guys, nice and dry. Nothing leaking under there. Let me see if I can zoom in. That's there. Yeah, everything's good now. Okay, the manager just stopped us and said that the light on the very end is not working right. So I guess what we'll do is we'll go into the laundry room if it ain't locked. It's locked. Let's see. Damn. I was going to turn the timer on, but no, that's a different timer. That one is for this and the carport, and then these are on this new timer that's on this wall right here. Maybe I can go ahead and ask the lady to unlock it for us. Hey guys, we're all done with that leak underneath the sink. Clean that fan motor. That's the third service call. There's a couple more, but I need to try to get a hold of them because they came in just about an hour ago. So I think I'm going to stop home. I'm going to get something to eat. We're going to try to knock out one or two more of those service calls, but I have to get a hold of the people. They're not answering the phone. So I don't drive over there and knock on the door unless I get a hold of them first. It's usually a waste of time. Alright guys, this might be it for today. We'll see if we can get any more in today. Talk to you guys later.